Hi, I'm Thomas Wicks. I am the Chief Strategy Officer at TrialScope, and here are 7 things to consider as you get ready for the EU portal in 2020. The EU portal is going to go into effect in 2020, so the question is, why would you want to start worrying about it now in 2018 and early 2019 rather than, well, just wait until 2020? Exactly when in 2020 is still a little unclear. But with that introduction of the new system, the entire submission process for clinical trial applications changes. And it changes quite significantly. And if you wait until the summer of 2019, you're beginning to run out of time to accommodate what is a substantial change in a regulatory requirement. The first thing you can do immediately is to participate in the testing of the EU portal system. If you haven't done so already, see if you can apply. Some of that testing may be closed, but in the course of 2019, it'll be opened up again. And you have an opportunity to interact with the system before it goes live, because that will inform you substantially about what the system does, how it does it, and then teach and allow you to think about what changes you might have to make internally. The second thing that you need to look at is the change management. Right? You're talking about a fairly substantial new way of doing submissions to the regulatory authorities in Europe. So that's going to have to be a change management program, which of course has to have training and communications materials. The third step you need to consider is updating all of your SOPs and their guidelines or work instructions so that following the new documentation, you will be compliant and meet the requirements. The fourth item that you need to look at is the roles and responsibilities. Although many people will still be involved that are involved in the process today, exactly who does what in the new system may change, and at very least it's an opportunity to review everyone that you have involved, both at the local affiliate level and at the central headquarters level for the Regulatory Affairs Group, and make sure that that reflects the requirements going forward. The fifth thing you need to look at is your current systems. The new EU portal isn't just a way of submitting clinical trial applications, it is also a way of maintaining that information, which currently isn't really required. Now, you may have to submit protocol amendments today, but in future, within 15 days of a site starting to enroll in one of the EU member states, that information must be submitted to the portal. So you need to evaluate, do your current systems collect the necessary information and make it available in a timely and high quality fashion so that you can comply with the new regulations. So the sixth element that you need to look at is the EU portal becomes the only way to communicate around the clinical trial applications centrally and then back out to the local competent authorities. So that will mean you have to review and understand the impact of the communications processes you currently have between your local affiliates and the local national competent authorities, and how that information flows in this new environment. And so the seventh and last element in getting ready for the EU portal is we recommend considering automation, especially for organizations that are running multiple trials in Europe across multiple countries. The data collection requirement and the update requirements are fairly aggressive and very tight timelines. If you consider 15 days from a change to it being publicly available, we believe the best way to do that, the most reliable and most efficient way to do that, is to implement automation.